I keep pausing like I do. I keep flossing like I do. I keep saucing like I do. I keep causing like I do. All this ass up in my jeans. You
Well,
can't get up in
hello,
between. Tryna get up in
Shiners! Happy New Year! We got Chloe bringing us in tonight. This is her latest. Go definitely check it out. She bumps on this one, I tell you. And you know, I tell you, still a dance person. After all of these years, I love to get out there. But hey, we're going to give Chloe a break. And we want to thank her for bringing us in on tonight's episode of Release the Light. Hey, it's your boy, Cy Emery, a.k.a. Coach Cook, your encouragement coach, encouraging you to shine, to release your positive energy upon the earth, to be your best self. On today's edition of Release the Light, we're going to discuss resetting your frequency. Setting your frequency. But before we get to that, as always, let me welcome my new subscribers. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for becoming a shiner and joining our tribe. Thank you. Now, if this is the first time that you've tuned in to my channel, hey, smash that subscribe button. It's on one of those sides over here. And become a shiner. We'd love to have you as a member of our tribe, okay? All right, it'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now, setting your frequency. But before I get really into that, I want to share a story with you. This past weekend, I was at one of my diners, and I was actually having breakfast and writing my third novel. And I happened to overhear a gentleman's conversation, one booth back and to my left, phone conversation. So as he got off the phone, I couldn't help but shine and offer some suggestions because a family member had just gone through what he was discussing on the telephone about 3 months ago. So I told him the advice that I gave them in hopes that it would help him. And so our waitress looked over, and as I'm leaving his table, he says, well, what's your name? And I told him, of course, Cy Emery. And she says, oh, he's our famous author. And okay, now I have to pull out the cards, my promo cards, and give him a promo card. And I told him actually what I did. And I said, well, if you're not a reader, he says, no, I'm a reader. And I said, well, thank you. My book's on all major platforms, online platforms. And I said, also, I do this 5 to 10 minute encouragement channel on YouTube, wherein I encourage people to shine, to be their best self, to release their positive energy upon the earth. And he says, wow, that sounds so interesting. I said, well, thank you so much. And I turned to take my seat. And he said, hey, you mind if I bring my coffee over? I said, oh, no, sure. Come on over. He says, I have a story to tell you. He said, and he said, when I was about 4 years old, he said, whenever I got in church, he said, and we went to church every Sunday and quite often in between, he said, I would just yell. It was just so exciting for me. He said, I would out-sing the choir. And when anybody, he says, I just thought it was the greatest thing. And he said, one day, one of the elders came up to him with his thumb out like so. And he came right up to him and put it right on his forehead. And he said, I stopped yelling. And then he turned to my dad and said, don't ever let anyone put his light out. That blew me away. I was like, oh my goodness. He said, he says, I'm a man of faith and all. And he says, I can tell you are too by how you were giving your presentation to me about your books and all. He said, and I said, you have no idea what my speaking platform is, do you? He said, no. I said, it's entitled Release the Light. That's what I encourage people to do on my YouTube channel. He just shook his head and he said, nothing happens by accident. He said, we were supposed to meet today. I said, I know. I said, because I need to share that story with my viewers. See, we all have light. We all have that positive energy inside of us, that goodness, that kindness, that caring and concern, that love, that joy, that peace. And now more than ever, we need to share that with friends, neighbors, co-workers, our family members. The world is becoming a dark place. People are selling and getting rich on hate, anger, frustration, pitting races against each other, religions against each other. And if we shiners don't stand up and shine, then we're going to let darkness win. So I promised Andrew I was going to share that story. Andrew and I are good friends now, social media, and he's subscribed to this channel, so I hope you're watching. So thank you for that. That inspired me. Now, let's set our frequency or reset our frequency. It's the start of a new year. And at the beginning of the new year, we often set down goals, dreams, aspirations, things we want to accomplish throughout the new year. But you know what? If something doesn't change on the inside, it's going to be hard to make those things come to pass on the outside. It's going to be hard for you to keep your motivation throughout that 12-month period. See, you need to have an awakening on the inside that's going to motivate you and keep you driving through tough times to achieve whatever your goal is. I remember in one of my last videos, Money Ain't Free, I told you I had that awakening when I was spending money left and right every weekend and my bank account was so low, I didn't have round-trip airfare. If someone got sick, one of my parents became ill, I couldn't fly home to see them. And I was a professional working every day. That was my awakening moment. See, in your awakening moment, you're either going to be scared. You're either going to be enlightened. You're going to be hurt. Something has to motivate you, to get you to keep driving when all else says it's over. So now, with those goals, dreams, and aspirations, what was your awakening moment? Was it in a dream? Was it in a vision? Was it a loved one said something to you? Did a hater say something? Or did you read about it? Did you become, and you had that awakening? You see, your awakening is going to motivate you. And that motivation is going to get you to the other side, which is your victory. Now, in frequency, what is frequency? Frequency is our internal compass. It's that still small voice inside of you. Some might say it's your conscious. Others might say it's your spirit man. And sometimes we're on the right frequency. It may not be reset. We may not need to reset it. But we have so many obstacles that's causing us not to be functioning at full capacity, not receiving at full capacity. And so let's dedicate ourselves this year to resetting our frequency by getting those obstacles out of our lives. Those obstacles that's interfering with our inner compass, our spirit man. See, that's what's keeping you from achieving your goals and your dreams. See, you just can't write something down on a sheet of paper. Oh, I feel like doing this. There has to be something in here, a burning passion, desire to get that done. And you know you're on the right channel. Some of you are on the right channel. But those obstacles, and you know what they are. Some are people. Some are habits that are keeping you. Some are thoughts that's keeping you from achieving and being and shining like you're supposed to shine, like you want to shine. I did a video a couple months ago on get the static off the line. Please go see that video again after this one, wherein I talk about those distractions that interfere with us, keeping us from hearing from those people who have our best interest at heart. So, in resetting your frequency, let's vow in 2022 to get those obstacles out of our lives. Get those things that's interfering with us hearing, seeing, thinking more clearly in 2022. Thank you guys for listening. As always, please like and share my videos. This word is for someone out there, someone you know that needs to reset their frequency, their inner compass, their spirit man. Let's get those people out of our lives this year that are distractions, that's causing interference, so we can see, hear, and think clearly. This is your boy, Cy Emery, a.k.a. Coach Cook, your encouragement coach, encouraging you to shine, to be your best self. And until we see each other again, let your light shine bright so the whole world can see. Goodbye for now, and God bless.